You've packed your bag, double-checked your liquids, and think you're ready for TSA. But in 2025, gadgets you've carried for years are suddenly being flagged, confiscated, or even banned, hitting seniors the hardest as tech becomes a lifeline for health and safety. After speaking with TSA officers, aviation lawyers, and frequent flyers, we uncovered 15 surprising new gadget rules you need to know. And number 3 is so bizarre it's catching even seasoned travelers off guard. 1. The power bank crackdown. It seems harmless, just a portable charger to keep your phone alive. But in 2025, TSA has doubled down on restrictions. Lithium-ion batteries over 100 watt-hours are strictly banned from checked bags and often flagged at security. Seniors especially rely on larger capacity power banks for long trips, but those superchargers are now treated like fire hazards. A retired traveler in Dallas reported her $120 high-capacity bank was seized at the checkpoint, leaving her without backup power for a 10-hour trip. Why? Lithium cells can overheat and spark fires in cargo holds, and TSA isn't taking chances. The fix? Always check the watt-hour rating printed on the side. Keep it under 100 watt-hours to avoid issues, and carry it in your personal bag, not your suitcase. If you need bigger, split into multiple smaller banks. Don't get caught off guard, because while power banks are risky, the next item being flagged is something almost everyone uses daily: your headphones. 2. The wireless headphone flag. In 2025, Bluetooth earbuds and wireless headphones aren't banned, but they're getting flagged more often at security. Why? TSA scanners sometimes confuse compact wireless cases with potential explosives or prohibited electronics. Seniors are often pulled aside for bag checks when their AirPods or Bose sets trigger alarms. One retired teacher said her bag was hand-searched 3 times in one trip, all because of her headphone case. Agents explained that small dense batteries inside these gadgets appear suspicious under newer CT scanners. The fix? Always remove wireless headphones from your bag and place them in the electronics tray with your phone and laptop. Better yet, keep them in a transparent pouch so they're easy to spot. This simple move saves time and avoids delays. But while headphones cause inconvenience, the next item is far more serious. It's a gadget TSA now treats like a potential weapon. 3. The smart luggage ban. High-tech luggage with built-in batteries was trendy in the 2010s, but in 2025 TSA has had enough. Smart luggage with non-removable lithium batteries is now banned completely. Seniors love these for their GPS trackers, charging ports, and self-weighing features. But if the battery can't be removed, it's not flying. TSA officers told us they've confiscated hundreds of bags at security this year alone. One senior couple in Miami had to abandon their $400 smart suitcase on the spot because the built-in battery wasn't detachable. Why? Fire risk again. Batteries trapped inside a suitcase can't be monitored if they overheat. The fix? If you love smart luggage, make sure the battery pack is removable. Carry it out separately through security and reinsert it after boarding. Don't assume old bags are compliant. The rules have changed. And if you think losing a whole suitcase is bad, wait until you hear about the everyday chargers being seized. 4. The multi-port charger confusion. That handy charging brick with multiple USB ports. In 2025, TSA is flagging them more often. Why? Because larger blocks look suspicious under scanners, especially when combined with multiple cables. Agents worry about modified chargers being used to hide illegal devices. Seniors often rely on these to keep phones, tablets, and hearing aids powered at once. But that convenience can mean a time-consuming bag search. One traveler in Denver said TSA pulled her aside for 20 minutes because of her 5-port charging hub. The fix? Pack smaller single-port chargers or use a compact power strip approved for travel. Keep cords neat and separated in a clear pouch. It reduces the chance of extra screening. Chargers should make travel easier, not harder. But if you think power hubs are annoying, the next surprise will shock you. TSA is now flagging digital watches. 5. The digital watch scrutiny. It's not just smartwatches anymore. Even basic digital watches are getting second looks in 2025. Why? TSA's upgraded scanners sometimes misinterpret their small circuit boards and batteries as prohibited items. Seniors often wear older models, which lack clear markings and trigger more alarms. A retired engineer told us his 1990s Casio watch caused him to be patted down at LAX because the scanner flagged it as unidentified electronics. The fix? Place digital watches, especially bulky or older models, into the tray with your electronics instead of wearing them through security. For smartwatches, be prepared to power them on if asked. TSA wants proof they're real, working devices. It may feel silly, but it's faster than enduring a full-body search. Watches are minor inconveniences, but the next gadget being flagged is one seniors carry everywhere: their medical alert devices. 6. The gate check negotiation. Here's a secret most seniors don't know. Just because a gate agent tells you to check your bag doesn't mean it's final. In 2025, flight attendants admit they often ask passengers to gate check just to speed up boarding, not because every bin is full. Seniors who politely push back often get to keep their bags. One retired traveler in Phoenix said she was told to check her carry-on, but calmly explained it had her daily medications inside. The agent immediately let her board with it, and she found space a few rows back. The fix? Don't argue aggressively, but don't hand your bag over right away either. Politely say, "This has my medication/medical device. I really need it with me." Airlines legally have to accommodate health-related needs, and staff usually find a spot. Seniors who know this rule almost always get priority. Remember, negotiation works best if you're calm and polite. If you thought you had no control at the gate, this one tip proves you do. And once you're on board, knowing where to stash your bag is just as powerful. 7. The Bluetooth speaker. Ban risk. A compact Bluetooth speaker seems harmless, right? But in 2025, TSA officers are pulling them from bags at record rates. Why? Dense magnets and lithium batteries inside these gadgets appear suspicious on scanners. Seniors traveling with family often bring speakers for hotel rooms or tours, only to have them seized. One retired couple in Orlando lost theirs when TSA said the battery capacity was too high for carry-on. The fix? Check your speaker's watt-hour rating before flying. Anything over 100 watt-hours won't pass. Keep small speakers in your personal bag and declare them if asked. Better yet, skip them for flights entirely and use your phone or tablet speakers instead. It's not worth losing a $200 device over a rule change. But while speakers are frustrating, the next flagged item is even stranger: electronic toothbrushes. 8. The electric toothbrush surprise. Believe it or not, in 2025 TSA has started flagging electric toothbrushes. Why? Their small, dense motors and batteries look like suspicious devices under CT scans. Seniors are often confused when pulled aside, thinking a toothbrush couldn't possibly be an issue. One traveler from Chicago said her Sonicare was swabbed for explosives before she was allowed to board. TSA doesn't ban them, but they may require extra screening. The fix? Pack electric toothbrushes in your carry-on electronics pouch instead of leaving them buried in a DOP kit. Remove the head and keep batteries clearly visible if possible. It seems ridiculous, but it saves time and embarrassment at security. And if toothbrushes are getting flagged, wait until you hear what TSA is doing with portable fans and humidifiers. 9. The travel fan and humidifier hassle. Many seniors carry small fans or portable humidifiers for comfort, especially on long flights or in dry climates. But in 2025, TSA has begun flagging these gadgets because of their unusual shapes and hidden water compartments. Agents worry they could conceal liquids or electronics. One retired traveler in Phoenix had his mini humidifier confiscated because it contained residual water in the tank. The fix? Always empty any water compartments before arriving at security. Pack these items in clear bags and be ready for agents to swab them. When possible, buy disposable travel humidifiers at your destination instead of carrying one through. TSA is less worried about comfort items and more worried about hidden risks. But speaking of hidden, wait until you hear about the problems with flash drives and portable hard drives. 10. The flash drive flag. It sounds crazy, but in 2025, TSA agents are flagging USB flash drives and portable hard drives more often. Why? Dense electronics and encrypted storage sometimes confuse scanners, leading to questions about whether the devices are legitimate. Seniors traveling with family photos or important files are sometimes shocked when TSA asks to inspect them. One retired accountant said his external hard drive was swabbed and powered on before he could board. The fix? Pack drives in a clear, easily accessible pouch with your electronics. Be prepared to explain what they are. Keep sensitive data backed up elsewhere in case of damage or loss. Drives aren't banned, but the scrutiny is increasing. And if you think that's invasive, just wait until you see what TSA is doing about drones. 11. The drone dilemma. Drones have become popular for travel photography, but in 2025, TSA and airlines have tightened restrictions. The issue? Lithium batteries, propellers, and unfamiliar wiring all raise red flags at checkpoints. Seniors who bring drones for hobby flying or capturing family trips often find themselves pulled into secondary screening. One retired traveler in Miami said his drone was confiscated because its spare batteries exceeded the watt-hour limit. TSA allows drones in carry-ons, but only with batteries under 100 watt-hours, and never in checked luggage. The fix? Pack drones in a protective case with batteries removed and capped. Declare them up front, and keep spares under 100 watt-hours in fireproof pouches. Otherwise, you risk losing hundreds of dollars at the gate. And while drones are flashy, the next flagged item is something far more ordinary: your travel power strip. 12. The overhead etiquette advantage. Sometimes overhead success isn't about rules or bag size. It's about how you behave when boarding. In 2025, flight attendants admit they often favor passengers who follow etiquette, stepping into the aisle quickly, stowing bags efficiently, and not blocking traffic. Seniors who fumble or take too long can unintentionally frustrate other passengers, which makes crew more likely to remove their bag to speed things up. One retired traveler from Denver said she used to struggle until she learned to pre-position her bag handle out, step in confidently, and slide it wheels first in seconds. Now, crew often thank her, instead of eyeing her carry-on for removal. The fix? Practice a simple routine. Keep your carry-on oriented properly before boarding. Hold your personal item in your other hand, and step fully into the row before lifting. If you need help, ask directly, but don't linger blocking the aisle. Flight attendants want the process smooth, and seniors who look prepared often keep their bags overhead, while the slower, unready passengers get gate checked. And if you think etiquette only earns smiles, just wait until you hear how it can also win you unexpected crew assistance. 13. The overhead reservation hack. Here's a little-known perk airlines don't promote. Some carriers now let you reserve overhead bin space when booking your ticket. In 2025, crowded flights pushed airlines to quietly sell this option, usually bundled with premium economy or as a low-cost add-on. Seniors often miss it because it's buried in the booking process or only shown in the app. But travelers who select it get a sticker on their bag or a digital note on their ticket, ensuring overhead space is saved for them. A retired couple from Chicago said they discovered this on United. They paid $25 and their bin was waiting even though the flight was oversold. The fix? Check your airline's website during booking for guaranteed overhead space or carry-on reservation. It's often cheaper than checking a bag, and it removes stress entirely. Not every airline offers it yet, but those that do treat it like gold. Seniors who secure this perk never worry about heavy lifting or last-minute checks. And if your airline doesn't have it, don't worry. The next trick shows you how to spot hidden space others ignore. 14. The e-reader confusion. Kindles, Nooks, and other e-readers are supposed to make travel easier, but in 2025, TSA scanners sometimes mistake them for tablets with encrypted data, leading to extra checks. Seniors are often surprised when their book is treated like a laptop. One traveler in Seattle said her Kindle was pulled aside twice in one trip. TSA isn't banning them, but they want e-readers in the same tray as tablets and phones. The fix? Don't bury your e-reader in a tote bag. Pull it out during screening. Keep it powered on to show it's functional if asked. Seniors who do this breeze through security compared to those who argue. E-readers might be a minor hassle, but the next item is more shocking. TSA is starting to flag portable gaming devices. 15. The gaming gadget flag. Portable game consoles like the Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck are popular with younger travelers. In 2025, TSA has begun flagging them more frequently because their thick batteries and compact build look suspicious on scans. One grandmother in Orlando said she carried her grandson's Switch for a trip and was delayed for 25 minutes while agents swabbed it for explosives. The fix? Treat consoles like laptops. Remove them from your bag, place them in the electronics tray, and keep any game cartridges separate. For seniors, it's often best to let younger family members carry their own devices to avoid extra screening. Gaming gadgets may not seem like a senior issue, but they can still cause headaches. And if you thought that was strange, wait until you hear the bonus gadget ban most travelers never see coming. Bonus tip: the protein powder problem. It's not a gadget, but in 2025 TSA has started treating powders, including health supplements as suspicious items. Why? Powders can resemble explosives under scanners, and bulky containers often trigger alarms. Seniors who carry protein powder, meal supplements, or powdered drink mixes for medical reasons are increasingly being flagged. One retired traveler in Denver said she lost her entire container of nutritional greens because it exceeded the 12-ounce limit and wasn't labeled. The fix? Always keep powders under 12 ounces per container. Label them clearly. Original packaging is best. If you need larger quantities, split them into smaller, sealed bags, or purchase at your destination. Declare them up front if you're carrying medical powders or supplements. TSA agents say being proactive prevents confiscation. Seniors rely on powders for health, but without preparation, you risk losing vital nutrition mid-trip. It's the surprise non-gadget rule that catches many off guard, because it looks harmless until security says otherwise. TSA in 2025 isn't just about laptops and liquids. Have you ever had a gadget or everyday item flagged? And what's your best tip to help other travelers avoid it?